Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your October the 13th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm doing good. Okay. The title of the meditation, Not Too Cool to Be Willing. Our ability to enjoy our lives is directly related to our willingness to let go of our self-obsession. Now, that comes from our Living Clean book, chapter 7, Love. The very idea of dancing without some chemical courage sounds intimidating, if not absurd, when we're newly clean. Clubbing might have been in the early chapters of our stories, but as fun turned into fun with problems and later into simply problems, any dancing we did was more often about commerce than enjoyment. Going to our first NA dance, therefore, can be a rite of passage, especially for those of us who dance for fun or a fix in our using days. As the saying goes, we're fools whether we dance or not, so we might as well dance. We might warm up to the ideal by lurking outside with the smokers after a speaker meeting. A familiar face from meetings asks if we're going in. Not wanting to disappoint, we lean into willingness and say, ugh, okay. We might muster enough willingness to get through the door and still come up short when it's time to dance. We'll be lining the walls, too tough, too cool, too self-absorbed to give dancing a clean try, or rather give dancing clean a try. When and if we do, the self-doubt of adolescence returns to inquire, am I doing this right? Do I look attractive? And other obnoxious questions that poke at our insecurities. We retreat to the bathroom where we encounter a home group member. They practically read our minds and offer this sage advice. Remember that we're all self-obsessed. I just assume that everybody's too busy thinking about themselves to worry about my dancing. This practical advice helps us combat our self-obsession and find the willingness to get back out on the dance floor. It's not as though our preoccupation with ourselves ends with one NA dance. If we're paying attention, though, there's a lesson on willingness that we can apply to other pursuits. Acknowledging that if we're thinking about ourselves, we're not really enjoying what we're doing is a good place to start. With that, we can rally the willingness to release those unhelpful self-concerns that are the enemy of joy. I won't let self-obsession constrain my choices or limit my joy today. I will set aside unhealthy thinking that interferes with being in the moment and enjoying life clean. Might as well dance. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. A moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today, please, and thank you. So here we are, mid-October. We're moving into the holiday season where there will be a lot of events thrown by different home groups. And a lot of those will include offering opportunities to fellowship, have a meal, to dance, listen to music, listen to speakers. It's what we do in the fellowship, not a part of Narcotics Anonymous per se, but it is something that often happens, just like at conventions, right? It's something that happens to help us celebrate our recovery and the difference of when we were using and the fact that we're clean now. It's very nice to go to some potlucks that are going to be had, right? To go to them, have a nice meal, bring a dish to pass. The DJ usually is someone that we all know in recovery, and they're going to play music that's going to make us want to get up and dance. And this is so true. For the newcomer, going to those events is not always easy. I remember going to, yeah, I can remember actually, I went to a few dances, NA dances, and I was not clean, right? It wasn't even on my mind. But there was some that I went to when I first got clean, especially the one at the World Convention that first week. And it was amazing to me to see all of these sharp people step in, and no one seemed like they were being belligerent, right? No one seemed like they were making a scene because they were high. And yeah, I didn't know how to step, but I wanted to learn, right? And so I have this goofy little thing I do when I roller skate. So I just got on the dance floor and did what I do on roller skates. It looked the same to me. And I remember someone noticing. He said, I finally figured out what you're doing. He said, you're roller skating. He said, I do that too. I said, well, let's do it together. And that's how I broke my ice, right? You don't have to dance. You don't even have to go if you don't want to. I'm just saying it's part of fellowshipping that happens during this holiday season to take the edge off of how we're feeling about our families, how we're feeling about amends that we might need to make, how we're feeling about, just being in wet situations clean during the holidays. We don't have to do it like that. We can do it with each other. And so I invite you this season to be thinking about taking a chance on a dance. And it's true, everyone is going to be thinking about what they look like anyway. They're not paying attention. They might be paying attention to if you're on the wall, you're a wallflower, but they're not paying attention to what you're actually doing, unless you're a ballerina or something like that, and it's a display of your giftedness in dancing, then someone might be paying attention to your moves. I invite you to do that this season. I'm planning to. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I am going to wake up and have a great, great day. You do the same. Talk to you soon.